What's up guys, in this video we're going to be talking about NiKo, how he moves and aims and how you can replicate it. In this video I'll show you actionable steps where you can become more like NiKo, and they'll be at the end of the video. Just quickly guys, today's video is sponsored by Skinsmonkey. Now if you're not familiar with Skinsmonkey, this is a trade site that allows you to take some of the old and crusty skins out of your inventory and lets you trade them for something a little bit newer, a little bit more shiny than what you have right now. And it's actually super easy to do this. All you need to do is log in through Steam, pick the skins you don't want to use anymore, grab the ones you do, and then click trade. All trades will pretty much happen immediately, and any balance that you don't use in your trade stays on the site for you to use for any other future trades you decide to do. And right now, if you use the link in the description, you can get a 35% deposit bonus. So let's say you deposit $100, you would actually get $135 on the site if you use my link. So make sure you check out Skinsmonkey and let's hop back into the video. Now the way that NiKo moves is actually a bit of a counter meta to the way that Donk moves. So if you've seen my Donk video, go watch that and you'll see how Donk moves. Now NiKo kind of moves like you used to in CSGO, but he actually does it in CS2. But he still has been getting insane ratings. As you can see here in the screen, last 6 months, 1.21 rating, 1.31 impact. Just playing unreal. And if you look at his stats here over the last 3 months, it's kind of been, it was up, it kind of went down a little bit, wasn't feeling it too much, and then look at this big spike right here. So he's been playing really good recently. Now NiKo uses 800 DPI at 0.755, which is 1.51 at 400 DPI. This is a sense. He uses a very low sense, so he has to rely a lot on his crosshair placement, and the way he moves has to be very precise, and it's hard for him to flick because of his low sense. Now we're going to watch this first clip together and analyze it.
B-pop coming in, M80, can't get past NiKo, turret activated, back at the site, NiKo churns them up and it's just wrecked, and all-time sake, B-pop.
So when we watch this in slow-mo, what you're going to notice is he counter-strafes kind of like in CSGO. So counter-strafe doesn't slide, just insta-kills, counter-strafe, kills again, no like donk slides at all. So we're going to see him on the third guy here, it just stops, just counter-strafes like in CS, and you know, he's getting an ace here. So counter-strafe again, little move to the right, look how long he stands up for. A lot of people insta-crouch and slide, but he holds off, and he just stands up, he stands tall. And then here, last kill, it's too easy for him. So what we can learn from this is, you know, you can do both. You can both counter-strafe and kill, or you can counter-strafe go into a donk slide. And you know, these are two different kind of players when you talk about Donk and NiKo, but you need to identify what kind of player you are and what works best for you. Maybe a mix of both of them. You decide. We're going to look at NiKo here on Nuke, and we're going to look at the same thing we looked at before with the counter strafes and also the taps. Look at this counter strafe, insta tap, standing up still. This is another guy, counter strafe, crouch, just like CSGO. So he's utilizing CSGO movement here, which, you know, it's definitely an off meta, but it works for him. 1.31 rating. Last guy's red here, counter strafe, stops, crouch spray, repositions a little bit, counter strafe, taps 2 times, easy kill. So now we're going to look at NiKo's angle clearing. Now he does what I call cutting angles. So what you'll notice here, as he's clearing palace, he walks up, stops, cuts that angle, cuts that angle, cuts that angle, goes back, cuts close right, and walks up. We'll watch that again. So as you notice, he stops behind the wall, goes out, and then goes back in, goes up here, clears that, clears left here, goes back in and then out again. So he's using the peeker's advantage, but then at the same time he's not making any noise. So he's making sure he doesn't run too far, so he makes a step, but he's also making sure he doesn't run too little that he's peeking super slow. Now this might sound silly, but the first exercise I want you to do is to go in a server, in your own private server, and practice this. I want you to practice clearing angles and go from one end of palace to the other end without making a step and peeking at maximum velocity. So I'll show you what this means. So like NiKo did, peek like this, could be close here, peek like this, clear that he could be close in here, clear up here, cut the angles. I'm not making any step, but I'm peeking full velocity. But what we don't want to do is make a step like that. You need to be super fast like that, but you don't want to overstep, so you make a step. So go from here to the end of palace 10 times without making a step, then you're good. So the next exercise to practice your aim and your peeking like NiKo is this one. So I want you to download GG Predict Training Hub from the workshop. I want you to put headshot only mode on, put the bot's number to 5, and come over to the right side of the map here. and practice peeks like NiKo, where you swing like this, counter strafe, and then move a little bit like this, maybe do a crouch and insta kill the guy with the first few bullets is the aim. So peek like that. Now you can also do this with practicing one taps as well. Then I want you to fly to the other side of the map and do the same on the right. So you go to below these stairs first and practice the same thing. Then go above the stairs and do the same thing and work your way down the stairs. And then when the peeking feels good, I also just go up and down these stairs and just practice kind of tapping and bursting between the bullets. Hey guys, I have a monthly coaching program. The link is in the description. I'm also running a class on Metafight where I'm going to talk about how to become a star player in CS. I'm basically going to do a super in-depth session with everyone in the class, only 20 people max, on how to become a star player. I'm doing it alongside my teammate Kane. So if you guys are interested in either the class or the coaching, the link is in the description. Thanks guys.